Hello, my name is Zayden, and after college, I would like to make a career in assisted living as a chef, like a chef for assisted living. Now, what is assisted living, you may ask? Well, it is to help seniors live independently while getting help with daily needs. Now, being a chef in assisted living has good benefits to it, and that is one of the reasons why I would like to make this my career. But I will get to that subject later. Another reason that I find it to be great is workable hours, just like the benefits. I will go more in depth about the topic later as well. The main reason why I chose this as my career is when I took a class field trip to Cedar Crest. Cedar Crest is a senior independent living home. Whole area is nice and beautiful, and there's 3 buildings with 2 kitchens in each. And during the class trip, my class and I saw all the kitchens and how they were operated. I found it quite interesting. Some were huge, some were just small kitchens. When one of the executive chefs was walking around to each kitchen, though, he explained what each one makes and what it prioritize. But there was one thing in common throughout all kitchens. It is the diets and allergies for the residents. This is, if not the most important thing to be safe about working as chef in assisted living. Now, it's time to touch on the benefits and pros to working as a chef for assisted living. Now, the pros. Some pros for being a chef in assisted living are the skills you can learn, but you do need to know some before you work. You can still learn if you go, though, because these skills are very good to have. There are 5 skills that I found. One is compassion. You want to be nice to the residents, nice to your chefs, nice to your just anybody, especially in the kitchen, and have an open mind when you're dealing with senior citizens because they can, be a bit much sometimes. Maybe. I don't know. Now, another skill is team player spirit. In any kitchen, honestly, being a good team player, good, like, basically, I was not really say sportsman, but just being helping each other out. It makes a good kitchen experience and a great working environment, and you spirit with all the cooks and residents. Now, and especially an important skill that all kitchens must have is key communication. Without communication, meals can be messed up, chefs can hurt themselves, and a lot of dreadful things can happen when communication is not present, which is basically miscommunication. It can go straight downhill. Another key skill is having patience. Super important, which in assisted living business, patience as a chef is key. Every day can be different and not smooth, unless it's the same thing, but you never know. But the emotional reward of feeling successful is just it's amazing. Like you're like, yes, I did this. Like pride, basically, you're taking pride for that. Another skill is adaptability. Adaptability is good. Like if you are a good chef, you can quickly change a recipe to something that is still tasty and nutritious if they need to change their diet. Now, a pro is the salary pay. What I found was assisted living makes the assisted living chefs make 61 to 84K a year, which is $29 and $40 an hourly. Hopefully. Now the cons. The cons, besides the pros from being nice and great learning experience, there are of course downsides to it. I could not find any reliable sources of cons for assisted living chef, so what I was able to find were these. Now, limitations, which is basically lack of creativity. You will be making the same thing over and over and over again, unless it changes, but mainly you'll be making the same thing over and over again. A big one is stress, because you having to deal with all the diets and all that is just, it can be a lot. It can really be a lot, especially dealing with senior citizens. It put a lot of stress on you. Also, apparently, food budget too, because you can only have a certain amount of money per resident. For example, $3 per day per resident. If you go over, then you're not gonna be good. Now, in conclusion, do I still want to become a chef in assisted living? Yes, sure. I can learn to increase my skills to what is available. I would like to cook meals for seniors and talk to them. I can learn about the history and life lessons too. And so, after doing all the research I have done, I do think assisted living assisted living chef would be a great area to increase my chef skills and learn from lots of people. And another thing that I'd like to learn is master the food safety and dietary stuff, because I would love to get better and better at understanding how important it is to have that in mind with cooking. To sum things up, I would like to be a chef for assisted living in my future career for now.